Hello everyone, my name is Alex. I am the owner and lead soap maker here at archer+Alex, and today we're making froth bombs. So legally, we have to call our solid bubble bath froth bombs because another 4-letter worded company has a trademark for a certain product name. So we call them froth bombs over here, and today we're making our Carat Cake froth bombs. They're scented with a beautiful Gardenia and Peach fragrance oil from Bramble Berry. I really love how they turned out. This is the first time that I've made froth bomb cakes. So if you're super excited and want to see how our Carat Cake froth bombs have been created, make sure you keep on watching and we're going to get right into it. Alrighty, so today we will be making our Carat Cake froth bombs, and that's C-A-R-A-T. This is going to be just a fun little froth bomb. We haven't made one since our Holiday Spectacular, and today we're going to be using Gardenia Peach by Bramble Berry. So that'll be the fragrance for this froth bomb, and we will also be using Topaz Orange, liquid crystal dye by Bramble Berry, and we'll be using some, this is not by the brand that's in here, but it is a really pretty, like, shimmery, like, white mica that we will be putting in the white layer of our froth bomb cake, just to give it a little bit of extra shimmer and dimension. So we're gonna get right into it. The first thing I'm going to do, just so we can get this part out of the way, is I'm going to mask up, and we're going to weigh out our sodium cocoa isothianate. I want this at the bottom of our mixer here. That way we can just get this out of the way. See how much dust gets kicked up from that? There we go. So SCI is a powdered surfactant that is derived from coconuts, whereas you have SLSA, which is a similar surfactant, but it is derived from palm, coconut. It's kind of a blend of a few different plant-based sources. So because we are a palm-free brand, I like to not use SLSA, we use SCI here. So we have that weighed out. The next thing we're going to add is our baking soda. So we are done with the baking soda. So the next thing we'll do, that way we can ensure we have the smoothest product possible, is I will start running this baking soda through our sieve. And this just makes sure that there's not any like weird bumps or lumps or anything. So I'm excited for this. I usually only make our froth bombs in like scoops. So this is the first time that I will be making them in kind of like a bubble cake sort of form, with that classic two-tone swirl that made these products like super popular. Okay, so the next thing I need to add, I can take my mask off now. So the next thing we're going to add is our cream of tartar and some cornstarch. Okay. So that does it for our powdered ingredients. So I'm going to switch gears on everybody. We're going to move on to our wet ingredients. So the first wet ingredient that we're adding is cocoa midopropyl betaine. So this is a liquid surfactant derived from coconuts. Beautiful. And then next we will be adding castor oil. So this is going to give kind of a silky bathwater feel. And so usually in products that we do oils in, we're putting like polysorbate 80 or polysorbate 20. But this one we don't have to because we have the liquid surfactants, so those are going to break down the oil in the water. And then with that, we also have the baking soda, which will help disperse the oils into the water. So we're gonna add our fragrance now. Always dribbling down the side of these little bottles. But man, this fragrance smells absolutely beautiful. Like, I wanted to originally do this bath bomb as like a bunch of carrots, but I was like, no, there's another brand that does that. I don't want to like copy. I want to do something like original and unique. So I was like, what can we do? So I decided just to do a standard bubble cake. And I really love the fragrance notes. So you have like the fresh gardenia, you have some peach, you have a little bit of like patchouli and musk in there. I'll put all of the little fragrance details at the bottom of the screen. Like, if you're going to use this fragrance, I definitely recommend it spring, summer. It's going to be gorgeous. For all of your bath and body products, but also like wax melts would be really beautiful with this, or even a candle. Okay. So the ingredient I said we were doing volumetric measurements on is coming up now, and that is our vegetable glycerin. So depending on the time of year will really kind of like determine how much glycerin you need to make bubble cakes. So if it's more humid, you might need less glycerin. If it's a little drier out, you might need more. Depending on the time of year, we put about 6 to 12 tablespoons into our bubble cakes. I'm starting today with 4 because it has been raining. It's a little bit more humid out. And it's going to be a good starting point for us to start getting these mixed together. All right, because we can always add more, we can't really take away. So I'm going to start our stand mixer. All right, so it seemed that 12 tablespoons was our, or 10 tablespoons, my bad, was our lucky number for today. Because what you want it to do is you want it to just come to a dough like this. Like, you don't want it to be too sticky, so like sticking to your hands. You want it to be like really easy to work with. And, it smells incredible. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take maybe about half. I would say that's about half. We're gonna put it in one of our bowls over here. And we take just a skosh more. Gorgeous. And then we're going to clean off our paddle. I really love this fragrance. It is the first time I'm using it. And just in the product, before it's even like blooming in your bath, it's really incredible, really vibrant. Okay. So we have our dough split up. So I'm going to hand knead some mica into this one. And then for this one, we're going to add just a few drops, starting off of our Topaz orange color from Bramble Berry. All right, now that we've whipped the table around a good amount, we're gonna let that sit and chill. We're kind of at like an orange sherbet kind of color, which is honestly perfect. It's right where I want it to be. I didn't want it to be like too vibrant. And then for this one, we're gonna punch it down. Add a good old heaping amount of our mica. And then start to really knead this in, and you should start seeing how how this is starting to catch the light a little bit. Let me see if I can get this to register on camera. It's like a really pretty, like shimmery white. And it's not wanting to show on camera, but from what I've collected, that tends to be the case with shimmer. All right. So what we're gonna do is lower our bowl and dismount from there. We are going to get as much of this off as possible. What's cool about this is whatever doesn't come off, it will just be used whenever we wash the beater. Okay. So, using my hand, we are going to start pressing this out just a little bit before I get the rolling pin. And then start taking our white and doing the same thing. So we want like good adhesion between these two layers. So that's why I'm sandwiching them on, and then we're going to roll it out. And then more wax paper so it doesn't stick to my hands. And then I'm gonna grab the rolling pin from over yonder. So now what I'm going to do is start tucking and rolling. And then as we're rolling, kind of smoothing it out as we go, but not too much because we will do that here on this bigger sheet. So we will save this smaller sheet to line our pan. And then I'm going to start rolling this log out. And then we will pinch off this end section again. And kind of smash it down and cakeify it. Move the rolling pin out of the way. And then let me grab my knife. We're gonna cut a section. This is going to be for sample and testing of this batch. It's a smaller piece. We're gonna cut probably about an inch thick. And kind of press it into a 1/2 inch cake like so. Cut about an inch and then press into a 1/2 inch cake. Okay, and these are the Carat Cake froth bombs. You can see the beautiful coloring that we selected. On camera, it's registering a little bit of a darker orange, but in person, it's definitely more of like a peachy, kind of like an orange cream. But I imagine, knowing what I know about our froth bombs, they will maybe darken a little bit as they oxidize. So we're gonna let these cure for probably about 48 hours until they are hard, and then we will begin to package them up. And then they will be available to purchase with our Lonely Hearts Club collection. And that was how I created our Carat Cake froth bombs. So I'm very happy with how these turned out. It's the first time that I've made a cake like this for solid bubble bath. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. Definitely going to be creating more products like this in the future. And you can see, if our camera focuses, the beautiful like peachy, orangey, like carroty swirl, and you can't really see the shimmer on the white, but the white has like an ever like so subtle like touch of shimmer to it, so it just really adds to that like rich luxe like vibe and fantasy. So that was the creation of Carat Cake. Thank you everyone for joining. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below, hit that subscribe button, and the little notification bell. That way you can join the Brat Pack and get notified each time that we post a video here. All of these products are available over on our website at archer+Alex.shop. And until next time, I hope you stay safe, stay happy, and toodles.